what we discovered in Alberta is the federal government wasn't talking to us. They were doing a workaround, going directly to municipalities, being unfair about it, pitting one community against another, putting unreasonable conditions on it. So I think it's my job to make sure that dollars flow back to Alberta in equal proportion to the rest of the country and to make sure that our communities are treated fairly. And that's what we're going to do. I talked to a number of municipalities who didn't even bother applying because of the onerous paperwork they would have to go through to try to get their particular project approved at the federal level. And it's just simply impossible for the federal government to ink bilateral deals with 350 municipalities. We already have those relationships because we deal with them every day. We've got funding partnerships with them that are elaborate. And so the federal government would be better off partnering with us and leveraging the relationships and the processes we already have.
Many of the measures announced in this week's federal budget will need some kind of buy-in, negotiation, bilateral agreement with provincial governments, like that infrastructure for housing announcement, for example. What is your reaction to many of these spending measures that were in Mr. Trudeau's latest budget, Premier?
We had a community infrastructure grant that had been a program in place for 10 years, building on the gas tax that was collected at the municipal level. And I don't really see much evidence that that exists in this new budget, which is a real shame because many communities, in order to be able to achieve affordable housing, need to be able to build infrastructure. They need to be able to build roads and bridges and water and wastewater. And so I think that they've done a bit of a swing and a miss here in trying to achieve the outcome. They are, I think, micromanaging in areas of provincial jurisdiction and missing the bigger picture of how they could be a true partner on infrastructure spending. At the same time, they're spending a lot. Overspending, overtaxing, over-borrowing, over-interfering in our jurisdiction. And I don't know that they're going to get the results that they would like to achieve, but it's certainly the opposite of intergenerational fairness. Intergenerational fairness does not blow the budget and amass massive debts today that future generations are going to have to pay for. So I think that there's a lot of disappointment that they didn't get a better balance.